This is Anders from the band Endarken, and I'm one of the guitarists. Thank you, Antichrist magazine, for letting me do this little one-way interview. Endarken is a 5-piece death thrash metal band from Denmark. We formed in 2017 by Henrik, the other guitarist, Dennis, the drummer, and I, Anders, on guitar. Later on we added Troels on bass, and last but not least, Tim on vocals. Yeah, the meaning behind the band name, Endarken. Endarken means a lot of different things, but first of all it means making the dark even more dark. Yeah, if that makes sense. It means to dim something or to make it less visible. Yeah, but generally it means making the darkness even more dark. Isn't that metal? Yes, we do know there is another band called Endarken. I think it's some Eastern European band, Ukrainian or something. But we didn't know when we first started out and agreed on our own band name. So we first found out later, and it was too late. Yeah, so there has to be two Endarkens in this world. Yeah, The Plague of Truth, Endarken's debut album. It contains 14 tracks of pure evil death thrash metal. 45 minutes. You ain't going to sleep after you've listened to this, I tell you. Yeah, that's how evil it is. Yeah. The drums were recorded at a studio called Death Island Studio by engineer Marco and Joni, and the rest of it was recorded at home, and then finally mixed and mastered by Mr. Tue Madsen himself. Yes. We are very pleased with the results, I gotta tell you. Yeah. So, this is it. Endarken, The Plague of Truth. Well, the lyrics. Tim, our vocalist, is writing all the lyrics. They're about abuse of power, abuse of the environment, political statements, and personal issues. The listeners got the freedom to make their own interpretations of what they're hearing. So, yeah. The album cover art. Yes, it's made by an American dark artist named Jeff Christensen. He makes these obscure and absurd oil paintings, and we asked him if we could use one of them, and he said yes, which was fantastic. Actually, we used two of them, two of his paintings, but the other one is used in this booklet that's inside. You have to buy the album to see it. It's really nice. Yeah, we think it stands a little out from the crowd, right? It's a lot. It's colorful and yeah, it looks beautiful. Not just all black. If it's important to have a label deal, well, yes and no, I think. Yes, because of the networking, the contacts, the finance, and the distribution deals and booking agents and so forth. There's a lot of positives about that. On the other hand, it's possible to do a lot of on your own nowadays. it's hard work, but it's also fun when it pays off. It's great to be the master in your own house, I think. And nowadays there are a lot of ways to distribute your own music by yourself on different digital platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal and whatnot. So yeah, yes and no. Yeah, what and when got you into music? Well, for myself, I started playing guitar when I was 8 or 9 years old, I think. And I thought it looked cool and sounded cool as well. So that was the start for me. As far as Endarken goes, we're all experienced musicians, all of us. Yeah, we've been in the business for many years. Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't like to think of music as an industry, although I know it is. It's music, it's art, it's feelings. You know, our style of music is about aggression and tension and speed and things like that. If I could change anything, maybe if the musicians were better paid when played on the different streaming services, but we're not doing this for money or anything. We're doing this because it's our passion. It's fun. We love it. Yeah, it's like going on a fishing trip, right? You just do it because you love it, not because you have to pay the bills next month. If it was, we'd better hide, I think. Yeah. No, we haven't had to postpone any shows because the Copenhagen Metal Fest in September was our first concert. So no, and we weren't ready until then. But we are looking very much forward to bring hell on earth in March 22 when we are playing Viborg Metal Festival here in Denmark together with Paradise Lost, Bloodbath and Flesh God Apocalypse, among others. Yeah, it will be phenomenal. Yeah, we are looking very much forward to that. And we've got some more shows in the spring and the summer, so stay tuned. No, not with this band. We haven't had any epic fails during live performances. We've only had this one single live performance, so and it just went fantastic. So no fails there, but I've tried that before. Yeah, back then when I had some hair, I haven't got that anymore. My hair got stuck in the other guitar head stuck, and I had to just tear my hair apart. That wasn't very cool and wasn't very fun. Any new music impressed us? Well, the new Gojira. I think it's a fantastic album. And Firespawn, Testament. I know it's old school, but we love it. We're more, speaking of who we're inspired of, for myself, I'm very inspired by everything Jeff Loomis, Nevermore, things in that direction. Scar Symmetry as well. Per Nilsson's guitar work is just phenomenal. So yeah, and the more death side of things, I love the I Am Morbid as well. Yeah. little about that. Well, regarding the effects from the COVID-19 pandemic, I think everyone have had the time to write new songs, create new music. So I think when it's all up and running again, the streaming services will explode with new music, and the artists will be ready for a bitch fight at the entrance of the venues. I think everyone wants to get out and play. So. I like to speak of it as the music scene in Denmark, because Denmark is a small country with only almost about 6 million people. So, but Denmark, there's a lot of great bands. Some of the newer ones is based, Livløs, Cabal, among others. And the older ones, there's a favorite of mine that's always been Invocator, and Contra and Mercy, among others as well. There's a great scene in Denmark, and there's a lot of different kinds of metal genres represented. So yeah, it's a great scene. Future plans for Endarken. Well, first of all, we are looking very much forward to do the Viborg Metal Festival show in March 22. And after that, we are getting ready for some more gigs in the spring and the summer. Then we are working on some new material for our second album. And yeah, besides that, have a great time and have fun. That's what we're here for. Yeah, everything comes to an end, and so does this interview. Thank you very much, Antichrist magazine, for giving us the opportunity to do this little one-way video interview. Much appreciated. So, stay safe and stay metal.